is it just me? Or is everybody else that's in the UK getting fed up with this continual wet and cold weather that's preventing us getting on with stuff? I've got so much I want to do, but it's chilly. It's 8 degrees. So, I mean, one of the jobs I want to do, I want to jet wash all these slabs because they're awful. But not in this weather. Anyway, I'm going to take you in the greenhouse. But I've been sowing a few more seeds. So let me show you what I've got so far. So Cosmos, showing their true leaves. The leeks are putting on more growth. I've had a few sweet peas come up, but not all of them, and I've sown another 10 in those 2 pots. Calendula, I've still got another new one coming up. And then here, nothing from the coriander yet, but the chives and the basil, the red basil, and I noticed there's one of the green basil there. I've potted on the Roma tomato. This is a determinate variety or bush variety, so it'll get to a certain size and then it'll stop growing, whereas the indeterminate or the vine type tomatoes will just keep growing and growing, and you have to pinch the tops out. So all my tomatoes now have been potted on. My chilies have been potted on. I managed to pick up a Cheyenne at the garden centre yesterday, so I've now got my 3 favourite chilies: Cheyenne, Apache and Scotch bonnet. I may look out for some jalapenos and try something else, something different, but I haven't as yet. Salad leaves, these need to be pricked out. I think I said that last time. So I need to sort that. I've sown a load of marigolds today. The nasturtiums that I've sown, still nothing come up, so I'm starting to wonder if that seed is dead. I may have to buy a packet and try again, but never mind. Sweet pepper and the cayenne pepper, they haven't come up yet. I've sown some zinnias and I've sown some courgettes. Still need to put my onions out, but it's just wet and cold, so hopefully in the coming week it'll be better. But this is the greenhouse as it is at the moment. So this is my Clematis. It is a Montana, so it is a vigorous grower, and I've noticed today that it's got a little flower bud. And the pot, if you look at the pot, it's about a foot in depth, so these need to be planted deeply. They like their roots to be in shade, but the top growth to be in full sun, so the position it's going is behind the pond, so it would be in, the roots will be in shade and sheltered, but as you can see the trellis is in full sun, so this is going to be an ideal spot for it. So I need to start digging my hole. Now this is a bit of a challenge because I'm in a bit of a tight spot here. I've moved my chimney pots so I can squeeze in here, but it's the best I can do. Now ideally, planting a clematis, you need the root ball to be about 15 inches from a wall or fence, because the pond is here, but I'm trying to plant it, or I'm trying to dig a hole at the furthest point away from the edge of the fence as I can manage. It's pretty hard going. Right, I think I will carry on with that and come back when I'm satisfied that the hole is ideal. Okay, so I've dug my hole. Like I say, I'm really restricted with space here. I'm going to plant it so that it's at a slight angle leaning towards the trellis, and it is the same height as the pot. So I've mixed up, I've had this bag, so in here is some of that fence soil and manure, and I've put some of the soil that I've dug out into there with it, which I just need to sort of mix up a bit, blend it better, pack it down all the gaps. I think that will probably be sufficient. So what I need to do now is, let's get my gloves off, cut these tapes. I'm going to remove these canes and put one new cane in, I think, or maybe not. No, maybe that can stay there actually. This one can come out. Yeah, I think that'll do. As I was designing this garden, I realised that if I wasn't careful, the fence was going to dominate the view of the garden. I feel quite happy now that I'm going to have a good leafy backdrop to break up the expanse of fencing. So we'll start with the rose. That's the rambling rector. That's been pruned right back. That had about 10-15 years worth of growth on it. Kind of starting afresh with that this year, but that will bush up. And then the apple, cordon apple, once that starts to get established, and likewise with the fig. So it's got some leafy growth coming. And I have noticed on here I've got a little figlet. Look at that. That's rather cute. But hopefully as that gets established, put on growth, that will start to cover this area of fencing. And then next to it are the raspberries. I'm hoping when they bush right up, then again that will block some of this fence. That's the Clematis montana, and hopefully over the next few years that will grow up onto this trellis and cover that, and it should give me a lovely display of pink flowers. And once that is established, that will break up this part of the fencing. So I guess I just have to sit back and watch it grow. That's another job done.